Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I'll be doing another video in my K visa series. Today I'll be talking more about 7 things that you need to know once you're navigating into the US school system as an immigrant, especially my K1 and K2 people, right? So the school system in the US is divided into several levels, but let me just go through the core ones, right? The elementary is kindergarten to 5th grade, ages 5 to 11. You have middle school, otherwise known as junior high, which is 6th through 8th grade, that's ages 11 to 14. And then you have high school, which is 9th through 12th grade, ages 14 to 18. So the public schools in the US are government funded and they're free. Unless you want to enroll your child into like private school or charter school, then you know that you would have to come up with school fee and all of that, right? So school is free for all students, including K2 visa holders. So that is something that you don't really have to concern yourself with in terms of like the finances for school, right? Another thing, enrolling your child in school as a K2 visa holder, you need to have certain documents ready, right? So proof of residence is one, so that can be like a utility bill, a mortgage, lease agreement. It has to have your names on the paper for them to know that okay, you live within the US and all that, right? Another thing is you need to have up-to-date vaccination records, right? And you need to have transcript and school records, educational transcript from your child's previous school in their home country. So a word of advice, just make sure that you pack your kids' educational records, the vaccination records, medical records, just walk with them, because every school is different and every school requires different documents, but basic stuff like that, just don't leave that, right? Another thing is, this applies if you're in a non-English speaking country. You might have to prove your English proficiency and all that, and those documents may have to be translated into English if you're from a non-English speaking country, right? Okay, so understanding academic expectations. So the US education system, it has a broad curriculum that really covers subjects such as maths, social studies, science, and English language or language arts, right? So they do have assessments, and including state assessments that is required by the state for your child to go through, basically assess where your child is at, what they need to improve on, and all of that, right? So every state is different, but they do have assessments for your child, and that can occur monthly, quarterly, it really depends. Another thing is you want to build a communication with your teachers. So that could be through, parent-teacher meeting, virtually or in person at the school. You want to build that communication, right? Keep it going so that your child's progressing. Another thing is they do offer special programs and support for immigrant children, right? So they do have English support as a second language program. So like for you, for people who do not speak English as their first language or so, there's a support program for that. There's special education programs for kids with special needs, disabilities, and there's also counseling services, right? So you just really need to do your research and get to know what programs, what services the school offers for immigrant children, right? Another thing is cultural adjustments. Some schools will have clubs or programs for immigrant students to adjust socially and culturally. So again, it's just that you have to do your research based on your state, your school, and all that, right? So high school students can take advantage of the advanced placement, they call it AP, or dual enrollment programs that offer college credits, right? So that's the beauty of here. You can advance further in your education. There's opportunities to go further, right? So familiarize yourself with like the process of college applications or trade school programs, right? So again, all it takes is research. It really depends on the state that you're living in, the school that you're interested in. Just do your research. So that is it, guys. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.